Shadowverse. Um, I grinded through the tutorial, grinded through Rowan's story, Rowan being the Dragoncraft um, character, leader. Uh, let me go to the card section, decks, rotation, sure. So, when you make a new deck, let's just select new. You get a choice of one of these 8 leaders. Each leader deals with a specific version of the craft. So Arisa is Forest Craft, Erica Sword Craft, Isabel Rune Craft, Rowan Dragon Craft, Ewan Portal Craft, Eris Haven Craft, Urias Bloodcraft, and Luna and Shadowcraft. Now, I actually played this a long time ago, and on my using my phone, and I had done Lunacraft. I had gone through the story of Lunacraft, or at least most of it, but I couldn't get any of that old profile back. I don't know what happened to it. So I basically started from scratch. Lost all my promo stuff, which was kind of a bummer. But I started from scratch, and I started this time with Rowan. Because honestly, Dragoncraft being the theme of the anime, tends to seem, at least in my eyes, seems to be a little bit stronger than the rest. It's definitely the red burn of Shadowverse, or like the haste of Shadowverse. It doesn't really burn your opponent, not in the way like MTG does with spell damage. I would say that's probably more Runecraft. But it spams out a lot of dragons, big dudes who have a lot of really cool effects, and I ended up actually really enjoying it. Alright. So, I already built a deck with Rowan and the Dragoncraft deck. I didn't build this myself. I used Auto Builder to help me create this. And that's kind of where I came from. I don't even think I've seen this card yet in all the... Though I wonder if I've actually been using this. Dragon Oracle. So the main thing about Dragoncraft is getting extra play points. You can have up to a maximum of 10 play points. Every turn you get a new play point. Each turn, and those play points refill at the beginning of each turn. But Dragoncraft works a lot kind of like Green Ramp, I guess. More than red. It's like a mixture. I guess it is more. It's like Gruul. It's like Magic's Gruul, red green, and what it does is, you like cards like Dragon Oracle. You pay 2, you gain an empty play point orb, so you'll have 3 total play points, and then if Overflow is already active when this card is played, draw a card. So Overflow is when you have 7 or more play points. Every craft has its own ability. Overflow is our ability in Dragoncraft. So only Dragoncraft gets Overflow. Now, as far as making decks, you can only build decks with neutral cards, like this right up here, or Dragoncraft cards, like this. In a Dragoncraft deck. The same goes for all the other crafts. So that's a quick rundown. Outside of for me, the overhaul, or that's the only real ability leaders have, and really the only influence. You start off with 20 life, just like an MTG, and there is one other element, and that is every card or every follower creatures can evolve. But you can only evolve the creatures once per turn, evolve a creature once per turn, and it takes an evolution point. If you're going second, you have 3 evolution points, but if you're going first, you have 2. Also, going second, you draw 2 cards instead of 1 on your first turn. Not every turn. So that's to even things out more. Also, all the followers or creatures have summoning sickness. But there are 2 different versions of haste. There is Rush, which only allows you to attack your follower to attack other followers. Then there's Storm, which is a rarer ability, which allows your follower to immediately attack the leader for their life points. Followers, when they take damage, that damage stays. So their defense is also the kind of their health. And I feel like I'm probably missing something. But you know what? That's kind of the quick explanation. I already went too deep into it. So let's go to multi, and you'll see as we play, and I'll explain things as we play. We're gonna go ahead and do beginner rotation. We're gonna play the automated Dragon Craft deck. I do have the other deck for Portal Craft that they gave me a token when I started, and I could pick one of 3 starter decks. They called them temporary cards, so I don't know if those cards are actually like something that can be like I permanently have them. Okay, so this is your mulligan. You can place as many of these cards from your hand into up there, and they get shuffled into the deck, and you draw cards. You kind of want to get cards like Dragon Oracle in your hand early on, so you can go ahead and play them. We'll play Razor Clawed, though. And see, glowing yellow, when it's got the yellow line around it, it means that it can attack other followers. When it's got the blue line around it, it'll have, that means it can attack your leader. Our opponent is playing Luna. We're going to play Dragon Oracle here. So now, see, we have 3 of these empty points, whereas when we started the turn, we only had 2. Alright, so that little scythe, as you probably guessed, means that it may or may not have guessed, actually. What it means is that as soon as it deals damage to one of my followers, regardless of how much life my follower or defense my follower has left, it will kill it. And the skull here, well, what that means is that it has what's called last words, and Razor Clawed Thief just creates another copy of himself into my hand for his last words ability. We are going Fanfare is the when enters the battlefield effect. So basically, Fanfare just reads as when enters the battlefield. We're going to play as Vault. This is going to create search my deck, and pull out a random Condemned. They're like a second non-craft nature that some followers have, but not all. Alright, we're going to play another Razor Clawed Thief, and we're going to end the turn. Now, the As Vault is what's called an amulet. They stay on the battlefield. Some of them have countdowns, and they can't attack, or they can't be destroyed, they can't be attacked. And they just kind of hang out. They just kind of hang out and have certain effects. Some stay on the battlefield, some don't. In this case, this one ticks down. Not only does it search out a character for me, but it ticks down, and when it hits 0, it will draw me 2 cards instead of just the one. We will go ahead and play Firstborn Dragon and end the turn. Now, it's hit the 5th turn, so our opponent can start evolving their creatures. So, as you see there, the card flips over, and some have effects as soon as they flip over, some don't. Some keep their effects. Let's take a look right here. Fanfare gain 2 shadows, and it has no evolution effect. Alright. We have 6 orbs, so we are 1 away from overflow. Let's go ahead and Serpent's Wrath and this. That deals 4 damage to it. And then Follower Storm. We will swing for 1 and end our turn. For Luna and her Shadowcraft, she needs to grab these shadows. Every time she does certain actions or plays certain characters, she gains shadows. Now this is Ward. Ward is essentially blocker. You can't block in this game without a character that has Ward. That's all it really is. What do you do? Overflow. Even flow. Sorry. You are not going to be useful. So we're just going to grab dragons. This brings in summons 2 of these vanguards. And whenever I play Dragoncraft Follower with Fanfare, effects excluding choose and targeted effects, repeat them once. So the thing about Ward is I have to attack into it. I cannot attack anything else before it unless there's another Ward on the board. All right. This is where things start getting a little bit interesting. So I am going to play one of my favorite cards, Dancing Crab. It's a Dragoncraft card that does that. Now you can only have 5 things on the board. That between amulets and followers should be noted. This crab, it's got Fanfare Enhance 8. So when I have 8 orbs, 8 mana essentially, I can summon 2 extra dancing crabs and evolve them. And they gain Rush, which allows me to attack the other followers immediately. Alright, so our opponent played Fanfare Necromancy, allows summon of a zombie. It's an Asvault again. We're going to go ahead and play Strike of the Dragon Slayer. Deals 4 damage to everything, and we get to draw 2 cards. We're also going to go ahead and draw or play Disaster Dragon. We're going to swing for 5, 10, 15. I should have actually played Reinvigorated Dragoon. I could have won. I didn't think about that. That's my play mistake. Whenever you evolve a follower, they always gain Rush. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and play you. You're going to evolve and get Storm, We are going to sacrifice you. We're going to sacrifice. Well, I guess you're not sacrificed. And then we're going to win with a crab. And that is the major power of Dragoncraft. It is absolutely insane. And this is our prize, 8-fold Abyss. Card pack ticket 1. We also gain some experience in our Dragoncraft, and we gain some, we gain a rank. Alright, so now that I've shown how to play a little bit, I do want to show you the shop real quick. So first up, there's buying cards. Here are the buy pre-built decks, where if you have a token or crystals in this case, which is the premium currency, you can buy these pre-built decks. They go by sets. Now there is a rotation, and it is every 5 sets. So set 7 being the newest one has Rebirth of Glory, all these packed with 5 legendary cards, You can read it. So some of these are not usable in the newest format. Some of them are for unlimited. You can trade temporary cards, use temporary gems to trade for temporary cards. Temporary gems can be earned by playing matches. For more details, I don't quite understand the whole temporary card thing just yet, so you'll have to wait on that or find out yourself. Now, here you can buy packs most packs 3 different ways. You get your ticket, you have your pack tickets like what we just earned. That goes by set. So I have, I didn't even realize this. I have 10 tickets for Celestial Dragonblade. I have 10 for this one. But I only have 1 left of the 8-fold Abyss. I do not know the difference between 8-fold Abyss add-on and 8-fold Abyss. I guess this is just a few extra added on cards. That's the best I could come up with. You could also buy packs with rupees. 100 rupees buys you 1 pack. And then crystals. Normally 100 crystals per pack. However, there does seem to be a daily deal right now going on for at least 1 pack for 50 crystals. I do not have any of the premium currency yet, as I'm not 100% sure how much I want to buy into this game. Let's go ahead and open up our 1 pack. Let's do it with the regular one. There we go. Just in case. I opened up a lot of the add-on ones, and I'm wondering if that was a mistake. Because they didn't really explain to me what the add-on pack was versus the other pack. Here's a little fun thing. Because this game was originally made as a mobile game, not as a browser game or just like a regular card game, a lot of things use kind of that whole swiping motion. But since I don't have a touchscreen on my computer, we just use the mouse and go whee. You can do it either way. Alright. So there are bronze cards, silver cards, gold cards, and then like a rainbow card. So here's some of the bronze cards. It's a Forestcraft Merchant of the Wood. Fanfare, draw 2 cards. If at least 2 other cards are played this turn, evolve this follower. You can even see the evolution of it. It changes the art. You can see the power toughness. Here you can check out their lore, and here you can hear their voice, which right now I'm dealing with some weird audio crap, so I basically turned the audio almost off. Forestcraft, I do not have an idea of, like, there's no obvious hint. Oh yes, and there's the non-premium, there's the regular version, and then like the premium version, which has the animation. I haven't fully learned or there isn't a way to immediately tell without clicking on it what's Dragoncraft, Swordcraft, so on and so forth. Obviously, Reinvigorated Dragoon, we saw it earlier, but it's got Dragon in the name, or Dragoon in this case. It's Dragoncraft. Fairy of Gaia is Forestcraft, obviously. Beast Lancer, though, it's Forestcraft. Could have been a Swordcraft for all we knew. But yes, it is Forestcraft. And that's that. That is opening packs. If you want to see me open a bunch of packs for this, let me know in the comments on this video or on YouTube. And on Twitch or YouTube. And, well, we can do that. We can do pack openings for this. But for right now, I will open packs on my own time to not waste your time. Alright. There is one more thing I wanted to show you about Shadowverse, and that is the arena. So as you play through the solo campaign, or the story, which there is a new character out, and a new story, so if you are getting into this, you can pick whatever character you want. I recommend Dragoncraft or Forestcraft, as they seem to be the easiest to kind of get into. But as you can see, there are EX ones, there's the prologue, and then the Morning Star. The Morning Star is the very first story, and there's a lot of stories now. They're on their 6th anniversary, I believe, this game. But I ran through the story entirely with Rowan at least once, and while I did that, I'll just click you. And as you can see, I went through all these. So you go through it. It's a story. It's actually slightly animated. At least their mouths are. And it is fully voice acted. So good on Shadowcraft. That was kind of really cool. You get rewards as you see going through each thing. Yeah. See, so these are one of the rewards you get. It's in a challenge ticket. So I went through, got a few challenge tickets. So you go to Arena, click challenge, and it's kind of like a draft system. There's the take two, where you're presented with 2 cards and you choose a card, and you do this until a deck is made. Or you can do the open 6, where you open packs of 6 cards until you can make a 30 card deck, and then you play using that deck. So let's go ahead and do that. I think that'll be fun. See, I have tickets held 5, tickets needed 4. Ooh. What about take 2? Yeah, let's do the open 6. I don't care. We can end up doing both. So these are the packs that we're going to get. 2 8-fold Abyss, Asvault, to Celestial Dragon, Roar of the Godwin, Edge of Paradise Phantom card pack. Enter. We gotta choose one of these leaders. I am going to actually choose Swordcraft, even though I am very familiar with Shadowcraft. It's a very controlling kind of strategy, and I feel like Swordcraft is the next one, the next like aggro one. Alright, so we're going to do some pack openings. You can skip the pack openings, but might as well watch it and do it. It's cool. Alright, so first pack. Wow, we got 3 Ninja Onslaught. Let's check her out. So, Ninja Onslaught. Deal 2 damage to a random enemy follower. Do this 1 time. Draw a card. Rally 10. Do this 2 times and draw 2 cards instead. Your rally count increases by 1 each time an allied follower comes into play. An effect written as Rally 10 will activate if your rally count is at least 10. Followers that have rally as fanfare effects do not count towards their own rally count when played. Okay. Okay, banish this card from your hand and put a copy of it into your deck. Put a Peckish Owlcat into your hand. Peckish Owlcat is a 2 play point Bloodcraft follower, ward, fanfare, destroy enemy follower, attack, blah, blah, blah. So even though this is a Bloodcraft follower, we'll be able to play it even though we're Swordcraft. And the reason for that is because the craft you choose only determines what you can place into your deck, and the initial card we're placing into the deck in this case is Owlcat Girl, not Peckish Owlcat. We got Tidal Gunner. By the way, the art is really, really cool. I do enjoy all the art. I would say the women in this game, the art for the girls and the women in this game are a little bit better done than some of the men that I've seen so far. Rowan is very generic, in my opinion. I just started the game, so I haven't seen all the characters, but that's my opinion so far, and that is just my opinion. But anyway, fanfare. Put a Gilded Goblet into your hand if you've fused or played at least 7 loot cards. This match or pirate. Oh, that has a lot to take in. But we got that. Let's go on to the next pack instead of reading every card. Windslasher I am familiar with. He's got Rush. He's 5. Fanfare. Give another allied heroic follower. Officer Hero or Heroic as the traits. Follower. The ability to attack 2 times per turn. Wow. Restore when strike is when you actually attack an enemy. A follower's strike effects activate an attacking enemy before damage is dealt. They do not activate when receiving attacks from enemies. Restore 2 defense to your leader, meaning 2 health. Put a random heroic follower from your deck to your hand. Wow, he is really good. He's a lot of fun. I kind of forgot a little bit about what he did, but Angelic Star Sitter, Deep Sea Scout. So a lot of pirate themes and ninja theme stuff. I think they're trying to bring back the old argument, the old nerd argument, pirates or ninjas. Ooh. Wow, this is a pack. All right, Olivia and Sylvia, Wardens. Ward, recover all of your evolution points. Evolve, deal X damage to all enemy followers and recover X play points. X equals the number of evolution points used in this match. Obviously, she's neutral, so she's like an evergreen amazing card that should kind of go into every deck that doesn't have a tight strategy where you couldn't possibly fit her in. If you have room in your 5-cost slot, you absolutely should be playing this card. I played in Dragoncraft, and I do not regret it. Put a random card with Enhance from your deck to your hand. Enhance, if you have enough play points, they're automatically spent to activate the Enhance effect of a card when you play the card from your hand. Yep, there you go. Kind of reminds me of the Witch in the 100 Knight. Amero, Spear Knight, Fanfare. If any other allied heroic followers are in play, gain +1/+0 and Storm. Just to reiterate, Storm followers that have Storm can attack the same turn they're played, attack anything at that point. Unlike Rush, where you can only attack other followers. Alright, let's go to the next pack. Boom. Alright, here, this is a amulet? No, this is not an amulet. This is a fortress that is a creature. Oh my god, look at all those fans. What does it look like? Oh my god, that's the evolved version. This is giving me Warhammer vibes. Royal Fortress. Invocation. At the start of your turn, if at least 10 allied commander cards have come into play this match, invoke this card. Then evolve this follower. Right. Maneuver. Commander followers. Whoa. Maneuver. Followers with maneuver can attack. If an allied follower that meets the specified conditions comes into play, it will temporarily leave the area, allowing the follower with maneuver to attack. When the follower with maneuver leaves play, the follower maneuvering that card will return to play. What the fuck? Alright. Followers with maneuver can attack. If an allied follower that meets specified conditions comes to play, it will temporarily leave the area, allowing the follower with maneuver to attack. When the follower with maneuver leaves play, the follower maneuvering that card will return to play. Okay, so it's kind of like getting into a vehicle. Invocation allows you to play cards directly from your deck by satisfying blah, blah, blah. So, okay. At the start of the turn, if we have at least 10 allied commander cards, if at least 10 allied commander cards have come into play this match, we can invoke this card, meaning it will just straight up get played from our deck. Then it will become evolved, which doesn't seem to change its power or toughness. But the evolved will get maneuver, commander, followers, storm, and it'll be able to attack 2 times per turn. Very interesting. Okay, that was a lot for me to kind of take in. Radiant Lumen. Weird that a mage would be in Swordcraft, but, you know, it is what it is. Allied commander followers can evolve for 0 evolution points. Wow. That is really good. Okay. Officer. Dreams of Adventure. These are spells. They immediately just go to the discard once you play them. Pay 2, draw a card. If it's a follower, give it +1/+1. If it's a spell card, restore 2 defense to your leader. If it's an amulet, draw a card. I was really hoping to get an amulet to kind of show you guys what an amulet was or is, but at the end of this turn, put into your hand 2 copies of a different random allied swordcraft follower destroyed during your opponent's previous turn. Wow, it's really good. Bumpkin Recruit. Every isekai right here. Every isekai antagonist or protagonist. Rally 7, gain rush, last words, draw a card. So if you had 7 other cards, and anytime an allied follower comes into play, so if you've had 7 followers come into play, he'll gain rush. When he comes into play, last words, he gets to draw a card, so he kind of replaces himself. We got 3 of them. That's really good. Burst Tackle, deal 9 damage to an enemy follower. If you've played another Burst Tackle, deals 3 damage instead. Okay, that's actually really good, though, and we got 2 of them. Wow, we actually have 4 Bumpkin Recruits. Holy wow, that is a lot. That is a pack. Ooh, this is our Phantom pack. Whoa! Maybe that's how every Phantom pack works. It's just like all good stuff, but we might not get to like keep the cards. Commander. Okay. It's a. Okay, yeah, I gotcha. Crystallize. If you do not have enough play points to play a card, it can be played as an amulet instead for the crystallization cost. Only the crystallize effect will activate when a card is played. Okay, this way. So if we had like 5, we could play it for play it for 1. Countdown. It's also got countdown. Okay, so fanfare, add 1 rally to your account. Last words, draw a card. That's the crystallize effect. Its regular effect is fanfare, summon a Warden of Honor, evolve all unevolved allied Wardens of Honors. And then evolution does the same thing. Warden of Honor, it's the same thing. Okay, so you would summon him. He would summon another one, And then they would both evolve into... Oh, jeez. Doesn't look very honorable to me. But I didn't really look at him. But yeah, wow. He's gruesome. Strategic Commander, Steel, Luminous Knight, Heroic Entry. Alright, so let's go ahead and start building the deck. It looks like most of everything around Swordcraft right now is banking on Commander stuff. Ooh, hey. So we got Olivia and Sylvia Wardens. We got Olivia. These are like little icons you can zhuzh up your profile with. These are card sleeves. We got Amaro the Spear Knight. That's really awesome. And we got Amaro as a character, and Royal Fortress, and the other part of Amaro. That's awesome. I love that. Okay. Cards obtained. Funva. Okay. I think we have to make like a deck. So let's remove all from our deck. All right. Don't remember exactly all the things about making a deck. All right, so we're gonna do Bumpkin Recruit. Oh, can I just? Okay, there we go. Copies in deck 1, 2, 3. Can we have more than 3 copies? We can. So normally I think you can only have like a maximum of 3 copies of a card in a regular deck, but in this kind of draft build, I bet you could have probably as many copies of any card in your deck, similar to other draft mechanics in other games. Oh, Kitty Sergeant. I love it. Look at how regal. Pumpkin wouldn't be a good Kitty Sergeant. She's a little too lazy. All right, Kitty Sergeant. Enhance 6. Summon a Castle Guardian and Blitz Lancer at the end of your turn. Restore 1 defense. So I'm gonna say yes, same as unevolved form, excluding Fanfare. I'm gonna say yes as a 1-of because she'll be a good like late game 6 drop. Oof. Okay, using the roll thing it's gonna make me nauseous. I apologize that I keep like burping. I'm trying not to burp into the mic. So my stomach sucks. If any other allied heroic followers are in play, gain +1/+0 in Storm. Evolve, deal 3 damage. Yes, absolutely going in here. Suave Bandit, put a glittering gold into your hand. What is glittering gold? One is Swordcraft Festive, restore 1 point of defense to all allies. That is tempting. Fanfare, if there's at least 1 enemy follower in play, gain Rush. Then if there are at least 3, gain +1/+1 in Bane. If there are at least 5, +2/+2 instead of the +1/+1, and then gain the ability to attack 2 times per turn. I don't want to put too many 1-ofs in the deck, even though we may not have that option. What do? Put a Gilded Boots into your hand. If you've fused or played at least 7 loot cards this match, put a Dread Pirates flag into your hand instead. Whenever you play a loot card, draw a card. Okay, what's Gilded Boots? Gilded Boots, play 1 play, give Rush to all your allied followers. It's a loot card. Okay, cool. Dread Pirate flag. Oh, it was right there. 1 play point. It's also a loot card. Deal 3 damage to a random enemy follower and then the enemy leader. Okay. So I would say that's a pretty good... Why are you not letting me put it in? There we go. Okay, so we can only have 3 copies in the deck. But if you have a premium version, then that doesn't count. Weird. Okay. Definitely putting in our 2 burst tackles. Angel of Education. No. If it's a draw a card, if it's a follower, give it +1/+1. If it's a spell, restore. If it's an amulet, draw a card. Greater Will, draw a card, give an enemy follower the following effect until the start of your turn. Reduce damage dealt to 0. What do you do? Put a Hero of the Hunt into your hand. Rally 10, recover 1 evolution point. 2 play points, Starcraft Festive. Deal 5 damage to an enemy. Follower, rally 10. Oh wait, is it just one? No. Okay, until the end of your opponent's turn, give all allies the following effect, reduce damage 1. It has been a minute since I have gone to play. Build a deck. Okay. You're an officer. You have command. Swordcraft officer. You're an officer and a hero. You're a commander. Alright. Warden of Honor, Fanfare, add 2 rally count. Crystallize, Ward, so another Warden of Honor. Accelerate 3, deal 6 damage to it. Accelerate, you can, instead of spending 9 to play her, you could play it for 3, but as an instant or a spell, and it will deal 6 damage to an enemy follower. Otherwise, if you play her for 9, you will get an 6/9 with Storm. I don't know. It doesn't seem too awesome for 9. Definitely gonna put in 1 Royal Fortress. Seems good. Heroic Entry. Put 2 different random heroic followers from your deck into your hand. Deal X damage to all of the enemy followers. Put 2 different hero from your deck. Deal X damage only. X equals the number of heroic followers in your hand. Let's see. Heroic. So we only have 1 heroic in the deck at the moment. If any damaged allied followers are in play, summon a Mock Knight. I guess we will put these in here. It'll definitely get us our Marrow. Why are you not? Oh my god. Why do you not? How do I get? Am I missing something? Like, what is? Jeez. Trying to get cards in here is such a pain. You gotta click on a certain point. That is something that needs to be dealt with, because you gotta click like a weird area that's like ambiguous area on the card to get it to drag up to the thing. Anyway. Okay. Page 1 of 1, heroic. What do you need again? You need commander followers. Okay. Commander. Okay. We already got Kitty Sergeant. Okay, so Bumpkin Recruit is not a commander. He's an officer. That's right. Okay, so the only commander we have in are, okay, Royal Fortress and this. Resplendent Knight. Fanfare. Discard a card from your hand and put a copy of it into your deck. Draw a card. If a commander card was discarded, gain plus. Weird, but sure. Luminous Mage. While this oh yeah, commander followers have, yes, absolutely. Wish we had more. Opulent Strategist. Choose. Put one of the following cards into your hand. Wing Merchant's Appraisal. 3 play points, Swordcraft spell, Gilded Goblin, Gilded Necklace into your Gilded Goblet, play restore 2 down, Gilded Necklace, +1/+1, Graceful Maneuver, 3 play points, Spellcraft, give an allied follower strike, deal X damage to all enemy followers. Wow. X equals this follower's attack. Dual Blade, 5 play to an allied follower that can attack twice. Okay, yeah, alright, you're definitely going in there. I mean, we're going to put all the commander cards in here, right? So, we have Heroic, we've got Commander. What else should we really be kind of playing in here? What is Angelic Punisher? Put a Pure Shot Angel into your hand, subtract 3 from its cost. It normally costs 8. It's got Accelerate 2, deal 3 damage to your random enemy follower. Definitely putting in Olivia. Heavy Warrior. You are a Swordcraft and an officer. Gain +2/+2. Deal 3 damage to an enemy follower and then the enemy leader. Absolutely. Okay. Title Gunner. What is, if you're not a commander, what are you? Anyway. You deal with more loot cards, sure. Yes, we will definitely put in 3 of you. Can we put in more? We can put in more. So why couldn't we put in more of the scout? We can. It was just being stupid. Okay, put a random card with enhance from your deck to your hand. No, thank you. Yeah. Okay. Okay. 0 amulets, 23 followers, 7 spells. Let's click save. See how this works out. Okay, so here's the reward system. Match 1 through match 5. As the wins go on, your chest right here gets better quality. So let's go. All right. I'm actually kind of happy with this hand. Your opponent's deck is fucking huge. They basically just put everything in there, looks like. Alright, they're gonna be playing Owlcat Girl. Let's go ahead and play you. That way we can get a Gilded Boots. We'll pass our turn. Ooh. Destroy an enemy follower 1 attack or 1 defense. Wow, that can be very useful. We will go ahead and play Ninja Onslaught. Oh, I didn't realize Ninja Onslaught. I don't know why I didn't realize that was a spell. That's my fault. Our opponent is playing Dragoncraft. Very nice. Alright. So we're going to go ahead and play another Bumpkin. Let's go ahead and play an Onslaught, get something gone, and we'll end the turn here. He's probably going to use Razor Clawed Thief to attack into my Bumpkin Recruit, so then he'll get another Razor Clawed Thief and probably attack in with his Pekka Owlcat. Yep. Alright. So now we can start evolving things. Another ally to play, +1/+0 on Storm. We'll go ahead and discard Violent Soldier. That'll put a copy in our deck. That'll also allow us to draw a card. Then we can go ahead and play Amaro Spear Knight. There, you're not heroic. Balls. That was a misplay. But that is okay. Shit happens. Gilded Boots. I'm gonna give you Gilded Boots to attack into you. And we will go ahead and evolve, taking you out, setting up our next turn. We kind of want to get Heavy Warrior. We're going to probably play Heavy Warrior next turn, deal 3 damage to an enemy follower, and then the leader, and he'll get +2/+2, which will be really good. And he's already got ward, so he's a good defender. And we have Burst Tackle in our hand, along with Opulent Strategist. So we're down 3 life, but we're not done yet. Ooh, our opponent had no play on turn 5. So we're going to drop Heavy Warrior. Deal 3 damage. Even though we didn't get to take out a character with it, that's fine. He took 0 damage. Weird. Alright, and we'll end the turn. Looked like it said 0, didn't it? Didn't it? Weird. Swordcraft is like your white weenies type deck for Magic. Ooh. What's this? Happy Pig. Restores 1 defense to your leader when it dies. That's very adorable. Oh boy, and there's Johnny and Happy Pig. Summon 2 Happy Pigs. With Accelerate Fans, summon 2 Happy Pigs. Your leader's maximum defenses for increase. Wow, that's very cool. Normally you can't go past 20 life, but this allows you to do that. That's very neat. We lost our dude, which is a bummer. However, that's not the end of everything, so we're just gonna go ahead and kill some stuff. You to an enemy follower. We don't really need that. We can just do another ninja onslaught. Very cool. It is gaining them life, but that is a-okay for us. We don't mind. Restore 2 defense or a leader if any allied commander cards are in play. Are you a commander card? You are. The next time leader takes damage, reduce that damage. Or do we want to just do... I will go ahead and do this. We'll gain 2 defense. We'll swing in for 2 rather than just attack the happy pig here. Or the giant, the very adorable happy pig that I love so much. It's evolved, so it actually will restore 3 defense to our hero, to our opponent, not just the 1. Probably should have evolved her when I think about it. But he may not want to attack. Ooh. Okay, so he put a draconic weapon into his hand. This gives +0/+1, and it becomes an armed unit. Armed units kind of are another trait, just like our commanders. But yeah, for mostly Dragoncraft, from what I could tell. Ooh, very similar to the crab. It looks like. Summon Mega Lorca and give it Storm. Summon another, give it a... Oh, if Overflow is active. Very cool. Man, I want that and crabs. The crab stuff. Like a whole underwater dragon deck. Whoa. Not sure why you'd give the one with Bane. Either way, very cool. Valiant Fencer. Draw cards until there are 7 cards in your hand. Change the cost of all heroic cards in your hand to 0 until the end of the turn. Do we have any heroic? We don't have any heroic stuff. Summon a Castle Guardian, Blitz Guardian, Castle 3/6 ward, and Blitz Lancer is a rush. Fine, okay. To an enemy follower, nope. Oh yeah, you cost 9. Okay. So we're going to drop Opulent Strategist here. We're going to take a Graceful Maneuver. We are going to evolve her. We are going to play Graceful Maneuver on her. And then we're going to attack this. It's going to deal 5 damage to everybody. And then we're going to end our turn. So Graceful Maneuver allowed us to give that ability of strike whenever, it deals, whenever it attacks, deal damage to everything equal to that character's attack. And we evolved her to be able to give her rush and so on and so forth. Whenever we play a spell, activate one of the following effects in order. Restore 2 defense early to draw a card. Give +1. Effects activated 0 out of 6. This is a good match between me and our opponent. And honestly, this is the most fun I've had in a long time playing this game. When I initially got into this game, it was actually pretty frustrating, the game. But I am actually enjoying it. It seems a lot more balanced than it was so many years ago when I first started playing. So, good on the people who make Shadowcraft. Ooh, wow. It took a lot of cards, but they got rid of it. Alright, so we got Royal Fortress. We also got Kitty Sergeant. Um, man, I don't know if 10 cards have come into play. I'm going to play Kitty Sergeant. I want to play Kitty Sergeant. Just let me play my Kitty Sergeant. Okay. And we're going to end the turn there. I think we might play Strategic Commander next. Whoa! Whew! That was a good draw on them. That was definitely a good draw. We're gonna use Burst Tackle just to get rid of that immediately. Just get that right out of there. We definitely have the enhanced draw cards until there are 7 cards in your hand. We would draw 3. Let's go ahead and drop Strategic Commander instead. And we're going to end our turn. We're going to set up Royal Fortress. But man, that was a good turn for our opponent. Alright, well, while they're thinking, I'm going to take a sip of soda. Angelic Punisher. Alright, so they still got 5 points left to use, so they should definitely be able to play it. They're not going to play it. Okay. Not yet. How many do I know? Really have no way of knowing, but yeah, let's just throw you down. Alright, you have Storm, and we're just going to basically threaten here at this point. I guess it could have evolved. Probably should have, thinking about it, but that's fine. We're going to end the turn. We got 2 major threats on the board. They're going to have to take care of them rather than swing at us for attack. Maybe, unless they can finish us off this turn. That I did do a bit of a gamble here. Okay. If you played Condemn this turn, your previous turn, or during your previous turn, gain Storm. Ignore Ward. Okay. Unfortunately for them, it doesn't look like they played a Condemned last turn. But they can swing at us for 8 if they want to. So what are they going to do? They are thinking, apparently. Whoa. Alright. Everything just goes, all the effects go. I didn't know what happened for a minute. Okay. So they went and used all their stuff to wipe out our stuff. Fair enough. While his followers play it, blah, 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 blah. Play you. An enemy follower, then the enemy, if there's at least 5. We're going to play you. Alright. And we are going to play Heroic Entry. And we will, I think, evolve, put a random commander card from your deck into your hand, change the cost to 0 until the end of the turn. Okay, why not? Get rid of Royal Fortress. It's a commander card. I think it will draw us a card. And we'll end the turn here. This is such a good game. This is probably one of the better games of Shadowcraft I've ever played, especially during draft. I'm enjoying this a whole lot. Alright, and it looks like we won. Our opponent gave in. Whoa, a nice 300 points, boosting our level up to 3. Very cool. Let's go back. And as you can see, our thing went up. Alright. Let's take a look real quick at how... Ooh, 250 frame drops. Alright. So something's clearly going on with, well, just about everything. My camera, it's got glare because I didn't shut the window. I got dropped frames everywhere. I have 3 slow frames, so God knows how much this is actually skipping around. I won't know until I end the stream and look at the recording. So I'm going to end the recording here. Thank you to everybody who does view this. I apologize again if there's weird sound, weird things. I'm trying to get this to work for me. Every day I turn on this computer and it seems like all my settings have gone to total shit, and I have to re-edit everything. So I appreciate when you guys come around and hang out. I'm always here down to talk about tons of trading card games. Check out the YouTube channel. Legends of Anthology stuff is dropping, so if you missed that in the past, go check it out on YouTube. I'd really appreciate it if you checked it out on YouTube at this point rather than on Twitch. What else? Dragon Ball Super. I did apply for the beta for that, the closed beta. I will not be allowed to stream the closed beta, but I do have already some pointers for them, or some things in concerns or suggestions for them as soon as I am, or if I get into the closed beta. Because honestly, looking at the trailer, if you watch the trailer, there's just not enough space between your cards and your opponent's cards. It doesn't make it very clear whose are whose, which ones are which, especially since they're both oriented in the same way, your cards and your opponent's. And so it just looks odd. And, you know, it's got a lot of potential. It's built similar to the same way Arena is, Hearthstone is, Shadowverse. So... but just kind of done in their own way. It was clear to them. It's clear to me that showing off the characters doing the moves or attacking was important. And I do think that was important. It's going to make Dragon Ball Super distinguished between other online client games like Pokemon, Shadowverse, so on and so forth. Again, thank you for showing up. And look forward to more regular YouTube edited content in the future. Thank you, everybody. My name is TCG Tony, and have a great day.